Hey, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Abayi from the DC Church. Coming at you, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Kodash, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, by Hashem meaning in the name, Rakak meaning spirit, Kodash meaning holy. These are the names and the powers that I come to you in order to profess the 100% truth, and Lord, who will seal the elect's faith. Shenya Kabag, Gawala Rakab, who claim now by Aith, meaning double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salakia. In these times, whom the Heavenly Father had enlisted the 100% truth to. And Shalom, wa Barakum, Labakar, and Shah, peace and blessings be upon the elect of the nation of Israel. And to the men out there that's pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, to you I say Shalom, wa Barakum, Atham, peace and blessings be upon you. Now, without further ado, the name of this video is going to be called Relatability. And just to kind of give you a understanding of what that word is, relatability. It's a lot. You can't really find this word in the Edamon online because of it technically not being like a proper word. You'll find the word relate, which essentially means to tell, or it means to almost like relay a message, or being able to assimilate to someone else. But in this case, in this scenario, relatability, it says relatability is the ability to connect with or feel sympathy for someone or something. Okay, so the world, the earth itself, like the actual living earth, we have a lot of relatability to it because Esau in every which way is trying to destroy the earth. And then Esau in every which way is also trying to destroy us. So a lot of the ways that the earth feel and a lot of things that the earth does, we're able to actually understand and reason with why the earth is acting the way that it acts. There's a lot of earthquakes, diverse places. Sometimes the earth will just react in a certain way that's almost reminiscent to how we're reacting to Esau, Edom, being such a devil. The earth is not at peace, and so are we collectively. And it doesn't really matter what how much tangible resources you acquire in this world. It's not going to fulfill the void and the place in where you desire peace in. And it's funny, I was watching a podcast yesterday with Keith Lee, on Club Shay Shay. That man's a straight sodomite, but something Keith Lee said was, he was able to buy himself a house from being inside of a small little apartment and going through the struggle and being able to buy a multi-million-dollar house. He's like, he grew depression afterward, and the reason why he grew depression is because he understood. He's like, when it like, I'm buying this now, but when is this going to be taken away from me? And it's funny because what he feels is exactly what we know. And we understand that everything in this world has a timestamp, and everything you buy into and you put your resources into, it's all borrowed. Okay, you're borrowing, just like how the Elder Yashawamba said in one of his videos as of recent. He's like, everything's borrowed, because even like music itself, you got different platforms like Apple Music, Spotify, and SoundCloud. All of them want you to subscribe so that you're able to access this platform, so that you're able to have free access to the music that's on that platform. But none of it involves ownership. You're never gonna own it. The old iTunes, you used to be able to buy an album and it'd be stored in your Apple library, and you didn't have to pay a subscription to have it. But now everything's conformative to, subscription-based. Everything's a subscription-based platform. Okay, so and that means it could be taken away from you. And it's kind of the same concept, and it absolutely is the same concept of how America is in its full capacity when it pertains to all of what it offers. There's a timestamp on every single last thing in here because America's destined to be destroyed. Now, with all that being said, getting back to relatability, The reason why I love that word is because relatability is what allows us to really have full involvement in the truth, and also to be able to assimilate to one another, understanding that we're all a part of the body of Yahweh Shema Shai. Now, when you go to 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse, I believe, 19, it says, "For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more." And that's what we're doing. We're looking to gain those that are of the body of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And that's why we're out here like fishers of men, being fishers of men, to acquire the good, lawful elect, so that the Heavenly Father may be able to eat and be satisfied. Okay? So it says, "And unto the Jews I became a Jew, that I might gain the Jews, and to them that are under the law as under the law." And you got to understand, just like today, it's just like how it was back then, where there's so many divisions amongst the circumcision, because you got to understand biblical history during that time. You had individuals who are following the ways of their father and following the laws of their fathers during the time of the Grecians, when we suffered a lot of persecution, okay, for the word, and carried that baton and that fire of following Yahweh Shema Shai and standing with righteousness. And then you had those who didn't, and who later were conformed back to the image and back to the good graces of the Heavenly Father, after having chose unrighteous path, essentially, or defiant path. Or some of you got to understand, or even some individuals were born to a family whose father was a Greek, a quote unquote Greek, or a Roman. And not necessarily by ethnicity, because it's not an ethnicity. It's about an ideology. You had individuals who worship Jupiter, but then, they bore their children, and their children believed in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So that's why there were so many divisions. And furthermore, we're a very peculiar people, Akim. Like, Jake, you got some Jake that are just very, very different. Capital T at the end of that, man. Real different. So having to be put yourself in a position to where you can relate, and that's part of the reason why the Lord puts us through manifold temptations, so that we're in a position to where no matter what, we can relate to every single brother. It doesn't matter if you're under the law, doesn't matter if you're a Jew, doesn't matter if to them that without the law, we're able to assimilate and to say things that are relatable, because again, relatability allows a man to fully conform. Okay, when you are relatable, it makes the message a lot more digestible, and that's what we want. We want the message to be enticing, so that it'd be received by those in whom it's supposed to be received by. Now, again, it says, verse 21, it says, "To them that are without the law, as without the law, not being without the law of God, but under the law to Hamashiach, that I might gain them that are without the law." Right. Okay. It says, into the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. And that is like, that statement right there is like, it's so heartwarming. It's so heartwarming. The reason why I say that is because you could see how Paul's full devotion was to save those that believe in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and coming from a place to where he persecuted the church, and Stephen was stoned to death, and Paul led that crowd to calling Stephen a blasphemer, and so on and so forth. That Paul had that guilt on his back, and felt, especially after Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, or Yahweh Shema Shai had blinded him for that duration of time, that afterward he came back, and he felt that righteous ambition to like I need to fulfill my job as a servant of the Lord and devote my cause to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which is, man, it's beautiful, man. It's extremely, extremely beautiful. And we thank the Lord because we have the same devotion and the same goal in mind, Hey, look, I'm whatever I need to be to the elect, to seal the elect, okay? Because the main goal is for us to receive salvation. So long as the elect are sealed, we're out. I don't care where I'm at on that list, man. I'll be the very last elect, bro. I'll be the very last elect. Lord's will. Long as this place, America, is destroyed, never to return again, okay? And we're able to receive the kingdom of heaven, so fucking be whatever comes of this place, man. Okay? But again, back to the main point of relatability, you want to fully be able to assimilate to your brother, okay? And the only way to do so is through the Heavenly Father putting you through these situations and scenarios, and which a man of the Lord is destined to go through, regardless of if you like it, believe it or not. These are the things that we're commissioned to go under, so that we're able to actually be put in a position to where we can entice the elect to serve Yahweh Shema Shai, and so we can get the fuck out of here, man. But I did have one last